We are no longer just defenders. We are a force shaped for decisive action, trained to move fast, strike hard, and end conflict before it spreads. Every oath taken was not symbolic. It was a commitment to stand ready when history demands strength, clarity, and absolute precision. The world rarely sees the preparation behind power, but in moments like this, preparation becomes the story everyone starts watching. Imagine a narrow stretch of water holding the weight of global stability, where one mistake could ripple across continents overnight. That place exists, and right now, all eyes are turning toward the Strait of Hormuz as tension quietly builds beneath calm waters. From above, it looks ordinary: tankers glide, waves roll, and nothing hints at the pressure building beneath the surface. But nearly a third of the world's oil flows through this corridor, making it one of the most critical choke points on Earth. One disruption here does not stay local. It triggers reactions across markets, governments, and entire economies within hours. And now, something has shifted, not loudly, not suddenly, but enough for those watching closely to recognize the change. A growing presence is forming just beyond the horizon, measured, deliberate, and impossible to ignore once you notice it. Around 45,000 Marines are positioned nearby, not for routine deployment, but for rapid response if the situation escalates. Warships hold formation in silence, aircraft remain ready, and every movement is calculated with precision. This is not a display meant to impress. It is preparation designed to act the moment conditions demand it. In a region this tight and this important, even the smallest action can trigger consequences far beyond the horizon. And right now, the world is watching, waiting, and trying to read what happens next from every signal. Out on open water, the shape of modern power begins to take form, layered, coordinated, and constantly evolving. At the center stands a floating base built for speed, flexibility, and the ability to project force without warning. Its deck stretches wide, carrying aircraft ready to lift at a moment's notice without the need for traditional runways. Below that deck, Marines prepare in silence, each movement practiced, each step part of a larger system already in motion. Helicopters remain staged, engines primed, ready to transition from stillness to action in seconds. Inside command centers, screens glow with data tracking every movement across sea and sky in real time. Nothing here is idle, nothing is random, and nothing happens without being monitored, logged, and understood. Nearby, a second ship moves in support, designed not just to follow, but to deliver force directly onto contested shores. Its structure is built for deployment, carrying vehicles, equipment, and personnel ready to transition instantly into action. Together, these ships do more than travel. They create a mobile battlefield that can appear anywhere at any time. The wind cuts across the deck, carrying the sharp scent of fuel and the tension of controlled readiness. Aircraft sit armed and waiting, their engines capable of lifting them vertically into the sky without hesitation. Ground crews move quickly beneath them, completing final checks with silent coordination and practiced efficiency. Fuel lines disconnect, panels close, and every signal is confirmed through gestures rather than words. Engines begin to rise in pitch, building toward the moment when stillness transforms into motion. Nearby, helicopters idle in formation, their rotors slicing through the air in steady rhythmic patterns. Doors remain open, crews alert, prepared to deploy instantly when the signal comes through. Below deck, Marines secure their gear, tightening straps and checking equipment without exchanging a single word. Every movement is efficient, every action deliberate, and every second used with purpose. Deeper inside, command centers track shifting conditions, mapping patterns that others might not even notice. Signals are monitored continuously, and even the smallest change is recorded and analyzed. There is no buildup here because the system is already active, already prepared, and already in motion. Everything is aligned, fully manned, and waiting for the single command that triggers the next phase. When that signal moves, it does not arrive loudly, but every unit responds instantly. On one ship, the well deck begins to flood, transforming steel into a gateway to open water. Water rises steadily as the gate lowers, creating a path for vehicles to move directly into the sea. Engines ignite, and landing craft surge forward, cutting through the water with controlled force. Behind them, armored vehicles follow, rolling forward and dropping into the ocean with powerful impact. For a brief moment, they vanish beneath the spray before pushing forward toward their objective. Inside, Marines sit tightly packed, steady and focused as the shoreline draws closer. No one speaks because communication is already built into every movement and every signal. Above them, helicopters move in coordination, mapping routes and covering the advance. The sea becomes an approach, and the approach transitions seamlessly into an operation. Within minutes, vehicles reach land, climbing out of the surf without breaking momentum. There is no pause, only continuation, as force transfers from water to ground in one continuous motion. Back above, aircraft lift vertically, engines roaring as they rise and then surge forward into speed. In moments, the sky shifts from open space to controlled airspace under constant watch. Patterns lock into place and radar coverage overlaps to eliminate gaps or blind spots. Every signal is tracked before it fully develops, ensuring nothing unexpected gains advantage. Below, helicopters maintain movement, scanning surfaces and coastlines for any sign of change. Sensors analyze continuously, feeding data into systems that respond instantly. Air and ground units operate as one, sharing information without delay or confusion. Coordinates pass instantly, and adjustments happen faster than most can even perceive. What is seen above becomes action below, creating a seamless chain of response. Nothing moves unnoticed, and nothing approaches without being measured and understood. Most threats never fully emerge because they are detected long before they can develop. This constant presence is not about reaction, it is about prevention at the highest level. Precision replaces chaos, and preparation replaces uncertainty in every layer of operation. The system is built to act before escalation becomes unavoidable or uncontrollable. Every unit, every movement, and every signal contributes to a larger strategy unfolding in real time. From the outside, it may appear calm, but inside, everything is already in motion. The balance here is fragile, and even the smallest shift can trigger global consequences. That is why every detail matters and why nothing is left to chance. This is not just positioning, it is readiness at a scale few truly understand. And as tension continues to build, the silence becomes more significant than noise. Because in moments like this, what does not happen can matter more than what does. Every second without escalation is the result of systems working exactly as designed. But the potential for change remains, always present, always close beneath the surface. And if that change comes, it will move quickly, leaving little time for hesitation. Until then, the world watches, analyzing every movement and every signal. The horizon holds answers, but none have fully revealed themselves yet. What happens next may define more than a region, it could shape global stability. And in this moment, everything remains balanced on preparation, precision, and restraint. The system stands ready not for show but for whatever comes next. Because here, in this narrow stretch of water, the future can shift in an instant.